Okay, this video is about how to take good photos of your art for turning it into our classroom. So let's talk about some options in terms of your cameras. We're going to first talk about your webcam. Your webcam is probably your worst option for taking pictures, but it may be your only option if that's the case for you. So if it is your only option, let's talk about some ways that you could do it. Let's try this one here. So the easiest way for me to take a picture of it is to use my webcam. So I've got my webcam right there. And let's see how that would work. So I'm going to hold it up, take my picture, and click go. All right, so ask yourself, is this a good picture to turn in for your artwork? The answer is obviously no. It's very blurry. It's crooked. It's cut off. There's really not much going on. It's very difficult to take a picture with your webcam of a paper you're holding up because it covers your monitor usually when you're holding it up and you can't really see what you're taking a picture of. So the one way to fix that, if you're going to use your webcam, is to shine more light on it. More light's going to remove some of that motion blur by making the shutter speed quicker on the video, and it's going to make everything sharper and crisper to make it look a lot better. So let's try just with adding some more light. So I've turned on some lights, and so I'm going to hold it up to camera to get some more light on the picture. Light is the key. So here we go, and this is the picture with more light, and I'm going to click to take a picture. 1, 2, 3, click. Okay, is that better? Is that a good picture? We're going to give this a marginal thumbs up. It's pretty good for our webcam. Notice the blue cast that it has kind of over everything, but it's about as sharp as you can get on a webcam. It's straight, and there's not a whole lot of superfluous stuff going on there, so it's okay. But you're going to do better with a better camera. So the next better camera that you're probably going to have is your phone. So let's go ahead and try that. Okay, so now I've gotten out my phone because the camera's a little bit better on that. And let's go ahead and take a picture with my phone. Ready? 1, 2, 3, click. All right, is that a good picture? What's wrong with that picture? That's right, there's a giant blue shadow on the front of it, and also the sides are cut off. A little bit of the image is cut off on the scissors on the right-hand side there. So we need to fix that. All right, so now I'm going to take a picture of it so I don't have that gross shadow on it. So let's move it over here. So now I have no shadows. Very good. 1, 2, 3, click. Okay, so we fixed our shadow problem, but now we're at an angle. And this one's actually kind of pretty extreme. You know, the sides of the paper make the shape of the paper look like a trapezoid, and the image in the middle looks very distorted. So we need to kind of solve our problem between having a good angle and having a shadow. So if we can't have a good angle without having a shadow, what do we need to do? Well, we might need to move, take it in a different location. So let's find maybe different lighting, and let's find good lighting for our flat art. So the best lighting that you're going to find for your flat art is actually going to be outdoor light, unless you were to spend a lot on professional lights. So in the late afternoon is when you're going to find the best light. You don't want the sun really high in the sky because you might get some reflections off of the graphite of your pencils or other things, and it might be a little bit too bright. When the sun is lower, you're going to get more light that comes in at an angle. You're going to get a lot less glare, and the quality of the light is going to be a lot better for your flat artwork. So let's take a look at this one. All right, here I am outside, and it's about 5 o'clock. So the shadows are starting to get long. You can see the shadow on my car here is starting to get pretty long. So I'm going to start to take some pictures of my artwork, and let's see what I can do. Let's hope I don't mess it up. So here I'm going to take a picture of my artwork, and okay, that one is pretty obvious, right? There's a big giant shadow of my leg sticking out there in the picture. So let's get a proper angle. Now, the other thing to be aware of when you're taking pictures outside is the wind. Right after I took that last shot, the wind blew my paper away and I was running down the driveway looking for it. So just hold it down, maybe with your fingers a little bit, and I'll explain the process of how I held it down without actually covering up any of the paper. Okay, one thing you do need to be careful of when taking photos of your artwork outside is that it doesn't blow away. So I don't really want my thumb in the picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this picture, right? And up there's the wind. I'm holding it down until the wind goes away. As soon as the wind stops, I'm going to let go and hit the snapshot. Ready, click. All right, what do you think? No, there's no shadow on there. That looks nice and bright. It's not really distorted, but the angle, just a slight twist of the angle, just makes it not look that much more terrible. So let's try it again. Got it. All right, was that good? No, okay, that's crooked. All right, now let's get a nice straight shot. All right. Click. How about that one? Does that one look good? Yes, it does. Right, it's the angles are pretty much straight to the sides compared to the frame of the picture, and my fingers are not on top of the picture in any way. I can just crop it and turn it into Google Classroom, and I'm ready to go. All right, so now you've taken your picture. You've got good lighting. It's straight. There's no shadows on it, and you're ready to upload it to Google Classroom. Okay, so let's get it ready for Google Classroom. I'm going to show you on my phone, but you could use any device to do this, obviously. Let's bring up my phone here. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm bringing up my picture, and I'm going to crop it. I don't want my finger in that picture. So I'm going to crop my image here, just like that. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want the sides to be basically parallel to the edge, as close to the edge as you can. And I'm going to hit done. And there, I've got a very good cropped picture there. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google Classroom. And in Google Classroom, I'm going to go back so I can show you where I am. I go to my classwork here, and I'm going to turn in my project for beginning photo lesson number 1. And for Mr. York, and I'm going to click down here for my work, and I'm going to add an attachment. And since I already took the photo and I cropped it, I'm going to click Pick Photo. And I'm going to pick from my recent photos. It's the most recent one. As we wait for it to upload, it'll appear at the top of the screen. There it is, beginning photography lesson. And I'm ready to turn it in, and I hit turn in. It says 1 attachment will be submitted. Turning it in. And when the turn in button turns to unsubmit, just like that, then it will be done. That looks good to me. We're all done. I can move on to my next project.